Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of Pony Team 5. I am Matthew. I am the GM of this lovely, crazy adventure. As you can see, the bit has expanded.
I did a thing.
We have decided that
We are embracing the crazy.
that Michael, I can't bend my wrist, apparently, that way around, is
Monkey
now an
opera, Michael.
influencer.
Other side.
Because
Here.
he has influenced.
You have to point the other side.
No, he's got it. Yeah, there you go. You got it.
Oh, okay. No, there's a delay on stream. It's like pointing the wrong way.
It went everywhere. Yeah, it was. Yeah. But I will let the lovely players introduce themselves first, and then I'll do a quick recap of last week's episode. So, starting with Influencer Michael.
You stole my bit. I was just about to say, going by my new name of Influencer Michael, I will be playing Combustion Kev. Today, in our fun little things, I did a thing, and it makes me happy.
Hi, I guess it's my turn. I'm Anne, everyone's favorite magical unicorn, and I will be playing True Blue today.
Oh, me? Hi. Hi. I'm Sabina, and I will be playing Kelsey Kaboom in this lovely adventure. Woo!
I am a victim of peer pressure, Michael, and I will be playing Sonic Serenade today.
You can't deny you love it, though, don't you?
Oh, absolutely.
Last week, the ponies of Pony Team 5 ventured out into Everfree Forest at the request of Princess Twilight Sparkle. They went out looking for the source of the earthquakes that had shaken Ponyville. And they first found a bird warning them of caution. They then found parts of Everfree Forest on fire, quite haphazardly. After a brief encounter with a Bitacuda, who just appeared to be hungry.
Batacuda.
And, just fancied some True Blue. They did put out all but one of the fires. And heading towards the last fire, they found a refined block of iron that was ridiculously large.
And delicious.
And delicious, apparently, because there was the taste test. There was the kick test first. Then the taste test. Then the touch test. During the touch test, because apparently touching with the head, they did hear an approaching sound of loud footsteps. And this heralded the arrival of a 7-foot-tall
Not pony.
golem of metal, which, after making some strange whirring and beeping noises, attacked. Cutie Cup, however, showed it the error of its ways by delivering a powerful kick that floored it and prevented it from getting back up. Venturing further into Everfree Forest until the trees began to thin, they found a slope heading down into an open-air mine. Hundreds more of these metal golems searching for strange blue stones. And in the middle of this mine, a 70-foot tall golem who peer pressure Michael correctly guessed was the lovely, slightly deranged Devastator. Now, for the ponies, it has been a month. A month that they have spent wisely. Messages have been sent to Princess Twilight Sparkle. Research has been conducted on their defeated foe. And Sonic Serenade has been scouting out their potential enemy, whilst True Blue creates magical items useful for any situation. On the first of Sonic Serenade's scouting trips, everything goes exactly to plan. We have our little montage of a pony in stealth mission, just very carefully, one hoof in front of another.
Even though she's flying, one hoop in front of the other.
Yeah, we still have to do the hoof thing. She does see that the mine is slowly getting bigger and bigger, reaching further and further towards the mountain. And what I would like from you is a cultures check. Difficulty 11 cultures check for me, please.
Hell no. 7.
Okay.
Damn.
Unfortunately, Sonic Serenade still doesn't see what is not in front of her nostrils as she scouts out the open air mine.
What it does, they are very obviously mining something.
Yes. These blue stones in quite large quantities. They seem to have found quite big deposits of them, and they seem, for golems, robots, quite excited. And Sonic Serenade has kind of typed them into 4 different groups. There's a more heavily armed sort of soldier type. There's the scientist type that seems to be appraising everything. Kind of a bit more like Combustion Kevin and Kelsey Kaboom. And then there's the engineering type. Seems to be tinkering with everything, even the other golems, helping them just run a little bit smoother. And lastly, something that's made her scouting a bit more difficult. There are flying golems in the shape of wedged craft. Nothing like you've ever seen before.
The wings don't move. How do they fly?
It's a very good question.
Does it make any sense?
Just like bees.
In the time I'm watching, is Devastator always Devastator? Does he ever...
Devastator is always Devastator.
Interesting.
During your second scouting trip, and make me another cultures check. Same difficulty.
Come on, dice. That'll work. 21.
You rolled a 21.
Yep.
Perhaps this time it's because you've gotten. Maybe you've just gotten a better lay of the land. But you finally realise what it is that's missing. The pathway, the bridge across the river, these were all pony made. These were all leading to something that's no longer there. These were all leading to the castle of the two sisters. Apparently, at some point, the castle of the two sisters and what lay beneath it was destroyed to make room for this mine.
What?
Before you can focus too much on that thought, your scouting stealthiness, less stealthy this time, not enough. Dun 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 dun. One of the wedge-shaped flying golem turns, having obviously spotted you, and chases in your direction. A second quickly joins. Somehow, they are obviously able to communicate, despite the distance.
Alright, well, they are big. I am not. I want to try to lose them in the trees.
Make me a acrobatics flying check.
Hell yeah.
Remember that fabulous upshift, dear boy.
Yeah.
It is going to be an opposed check. So let's have a look and see what we're going to get.
Double up. 22.
I feel like you're probably going to win. Yes, as I rolled a 9.
Interesting.
Sonic Serenade manages to find her way through the trees. The golems, however, smash and crash through them, using brute force and bulk to make their way through, losing momentum and speed as they do so. It's not long before Sonic Serenade manages to lose them and make her way safely back to Ponyville.
Yeah, and I mean, I fly right to Twilight.
Kelsey Kaboom and Combustion Kevin, you've been aided by True Blue's. There's no better way to put this. Aided by True Blue's autopsy of the fallen golem. You've been
successfully unalived it.
Yes. You've been able to conduct some significant research into different ways to create armors to protect yourselves and potentially other ponies. It's been a very busy 4 weeks, very little time for anything other than working. But you have had some downtime. What have you done with it?
I was going to let you go first, so go ahead.
I have no idea. Besides helping Kev with the armor, she would have been making more rainbow grenades just to have a good supply. If they do have to go into fighty stuff with these things.
Kevin
Stop.
probably would have been doing a little bit of additional research for future projects, but also trying to dig up any sort of like word of these robotic creatures that we have come in contact with. If anyone else has ever heard of them, or so looking into that.
Make me a research. So you've got a couple of influences that I believe will come into play there. But make me a research technology-based roll. Difficulty is going to be 25.
Right, let me double check my things. Future is reverse engineered.
Which I do believe is potential. Like, you can do it, but it's going to be incredibly difficult.
Hold on. I can help. This. Out of stock. Never mind. I can't help.
I get an upshift from my cutie mark.
I can help with that though.
Edge.
You would have gotten an item.
I'm
You
going
would
to
have
give
gotten
an
an
upshift.
You would have gotten an item from.
No, did
True
you already
Blue
roll the dice?
Oh,
Did you already
really?
roll
No,
the
not
dice,
yet.
Michael?
No,
Okay.
not yet.
With generosity of spirit, I can grant another player an upshift to any skill test. I must declare it before they roll the dice. And I suffer a downshift on my next skill test.
Oh, well, thank you. Right,
You're
so
welcome.
I get an upshift from my cutie mark, which puts me to a D8. Michael's just giving me an upshift on there, which puts me to a D10. Sabina's just giving me an upshift, which puts me to a D12, and I roll with edge because of bibliophile.
I give you a skill die reroll.
Yeah.
I couldn't give you an upshift.
Oh, skilled die reroll. Cool.
Pretty good.
All right, let's see what happens. Right, so we have got a 14 on the D20 and 8 on the D10. Yeah, cool. 24?
And
Is
it's a
14 and an
25.
8 not a 22?
14 on the 20 and an 8 on the D10.
So
22.
Yeah, maths isn't my strong point, people.
Yeah, you can't.
You have the reroll.
Even with the
You do have
reroll,
a
he won't be
reroll.
able to make it because he's got a
Make it,
14 on the D20.
Yeah, and it's a skill die reroll.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Unfortunately.
didn't catch the. Well, sad. Well, you have it for later.
Very close.
It was unlikely that ponies would have heard of robots before.
Yeah, but close.
You pour through countless books. Some of them yours, some of them potentially Kelsey Kaboom's, some of them Princess Twilight Sparkle, some of them just in the local library. But library, nothing particularly seems to stand out. You do find one page that has been torn out, and it does have part of the symbol that you saw on the armor of the golem that was destroyed.
Whatever it is, that's a book I'm looking in, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I will take that book for reference to see if we can ever locate the missing page from it. And then maybe we can find some more information.
Okay. And for True Blue, you've been conducting magical item creation for most days of the past 4 weeks. But you have spare time maybe barely throughout the day.
Spare time. What is spare time?
An hour or two in the evening.
Okay, maybe.
A pony's got to eat.
You're not gonna feed me something weird, are you?
In the time that you do have to spend outside of your lab, what do you do? How do you prepare mentally, physically?
I am probably going to go deliver some gifts to my friends. As I put a basket together for each of my friends when I finish building all the magical items, and I go visit them, see if they need help. And it's like a little magical care package, and it has it has a bottle with some bright purple liquid in it. Hold on, let me down, I swear. A dark purple pendant hanging on a gold chain, and another and a blue ring. It's a ring with a blue gem, and she brings this over to each of her friends. So the way magic baubles work is you roll a d20 plus the skill die that is associated with the item. That is based on my spellcasting. So everybody has a bottle of healing juice that, in order for it to work, you roll a d20 plus a d4. That heals 2 points of damage. A ring that gives you +2 toughness and +2 evasion for a scene. With a d4 to activate. And you have a necklace that summons a duplicate of you to lend assistance for a scene, also with a d4. So everybody gets a magical care package from True Blue. Yeah. Did we ever get a ruling on whether the magical effects stack on regular armor? Because armored ponies are a thing now, apparently.
There was no response, so as far as I can see, it's not intended to.
Well,
But
well, everybody still has things and stuff from True Blue. What did I learn from the autopsy, anyway?
you learnt that these things
This is a machine.
are incredibly complicated
Do not.
to the point of being alive.
Not anymore.
They are creatures.
Jeez.
Just whilst you are organic, they are made of machinery.
Do I know enough to advise my friends not to lick the thing? Because I feel like
I mean, personally, not to lick the thing just seems to be a blanket.
Listen.
Good
Always lick
advice.
the thing.
Yeah, just don't. If you find something out in the forest, don't lick it.
I feel like True Blue is the one friend. The mom friend? I don't know. Don't lick the thing. Okay. Sentient living machine thing? Is that the basic gist of it?
Yes.
Sentient living machine thing. After I've delivered the care package to my friends, I also did something a little extra for myself because I thought it would be fun. I created a magic scroll that casts a spell that summons a magical vehicle that drives itself. I also made a bracelet that essentially allows me to become fluent in someone else's language and let me talk to them. So just little extra things for myself.
Just a quick point of clarification.
Mm-hmm.
The potions,
Yeah.
they work without requiring a spellcasting check.
Ooh.
Oh, they just drink it?
Consuming them is part of the cost,
Oh,
and they just work. You restore health.
okay, because they required me to note down a spellcasting die for it.
Yeah, I think it's just for consistency.
Oh, that's fair. All right.
So we can just drink the potion, but we have to activate the other stuff?
Yeah, the other.
Yeah, you activate scrolls and like magical items. But potions, you just drink and good.
It is the pony version of Kool-Aid. It is great Kool-Aid. It tastes like purple. Sorry.
It tastes like purple.
I once had a drink, and the only way to describe it was it tasted like blue. It was bright blue, and it did just taste like blue.
Oh, yeah. I've been there.
Those are my favorite kind of.
When you have finished all of your activities, you've created the armor you wanted to do so out of the metal you gathered from the forest and the knowledge you gained from the research conducted.
Let's not pussyfoot around this. We gained the armor by stripping the corpse of the Transformer. We tore that
There's
thing
always
limb
that.
from limb.
We just make armor.
How
out
we
of
did that
dead
with our
bodies.
hands,
about
I
it.
don't know. But
It feels like a war crime. I was just trying to be nicer about it.
The reason it took a month is because ponies don't have thumbs.
But once you have completed all of that, you find yourself back in the workshop and gathered together, a letter comes flying through the open window. And
please tell me it lands on True Blue's horn.
Damn it.
it lands on True Blue's horn.
I'll spit a story
Do I
for
know
you.
it?
And I'm sorry, Anne.
Okay, to add to the bit, can I roll an awareness check to see if I notice it?
You can roll an alertness check.
Excellent.
It will be a difficulty 13.
Okay. Let's go.
Are we all together? Is this like post me telling Twilight about the missing castle?
Post you telling Twilight, yep.
Hey, listen, I critted.
You did crit. You definitely notice that this scroll just comes drifting in, and before you can grab it, it just flump.
I grab the scroll. Does it look official or important? And important.
Oh, it looks incredibly official, just as official as the last scroll.
And now it has a hole in it.
Just sand spike.
No, because I critted, can I say it landed like on the horn,
It's
like
the corner of the envelope.
Yep.
No, it's rolled up, right? So it just,
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Like rolled up, so it like drifted. Yep.
so the letter is intact and not with a hole. And she
100%.
she pulls it up and just like yells at the top of her lungs, "God, we got a letter!"
I'm right here.
I'm here.
I didn't. I thought. Like,
This is a very small house.
for some reason, I thought it was bigger. Sorry. Am I the only one who imagined
It did get a room bigger though, because you leveled up.
it did get?
Oh, my house got bigger because it leveled up. Oh shit!
The house leveled up
Just a
too.
new room appeared.
Yeah, just a random room appeared. That's where we're keeping all the armor.
This is our armory.
So yeah, we have an armory now. I have an armory
Yeah,
now.
guys.
It's my house.
Step into our armory. We can discuss the letter in here.
Is it a soundproof armory? Close the door. Yeah, so she unrolls the scroll. It landed on my horn, funny enough.
It was pretty funny.
Eh.
The letter is from the princess. This one begins on a slightly sadder note than the last one.
Oh.
It does address all of you, and then goes on to thank Sonic Serenade for the information that she brought to the princess. However, unfortunately, they had already sent a team of Wonderbolts to the mine to scout out what was going on. And 5 of them have not returned.
Uh-oh.
It asks that the 5 of you, and you see the number 5 has been crossed out, and next to it, the number 4 has been written. Because you can tell already that Cutie Cup has been called away. You've not seen him for several days. It asks that you venture to the mine and scout it out. Perhaps try to see if it is possible to rescue the Wonderbolts from the ground. Because if she were to send more Wonderbolts to try and break these ones out, she is sure, beyond a doubt, that they would simply fly into the mine and get captured.
We shall not, for we are mighty.
It's more like they wouldn't consider walking.
I mean,
If you get
neither
the
would
I'm
I.
pretty sure there's
realm's
one of us
best
that
flyers,
doesn't consider walking either.
I fly low.
True Blue just grumbles.
Alright. Well. Dang it. We ready? Is everything put
Hold on.
together?
And
Hold on,
Kevin
hold
will
on,
look
hold
over
on.
at Kelsey and be like, "You got the gun."
What? Everything cut out for a second.
Oh, sorry. Kevin will look over to Kelsey and be like, "You got the gun.
I got the laser.
Let's go." And
Hold on,
yeah,
hold on.
Kevin will get his nice new mesh, yeah, that word armor on.
hex mesh.
Text
Yep,
Mex?
that's the one.
Tex-Mex.
Um,
I'm gonna get some silent momentum armor. Yeah, you.
Everybody gets with the silent property.
nice. True Blue just disappears in a tornado of navy blue and purple as she's getting ready to leave. And it's just a bunch of magic happening all at once. Um,
Jake.
Davey,
and
not quite.
Not quite, Davey.
she's got when the magical tornado dissipates, she's got wings.
Little wings?
Yeah, they're not like actual Pegasus wings. They're like
Little fairy ones.
50% smaller and 50% slower. Yep,
Has everybody got whatever they need?
I think
Get my
so.
hand-
Yeah, Kelsey grabs all of her stuff, all of her new stuff. She armors up. She's ready to go.
Yeah, Kevin will armor up, grab his wrench and his toolkit and whatnot, and let's go. That way.
Just a very quick meta moment, especially in case he appears at any point. Jay is currently appearing in front of a different
fabulous.
audience, as he is appearing in the theatre. And does look absolutely fabulous.
His boots are very kinky.
His boots are very
Yes,
kinky.
the boots are very kinky.
And apparently very heavy and expensive.
Also that.
Incredibly expensive boots. But yes, he may appear at some point. Just, yeah, you are aware. You venture off once again towards Everfree Forest. Though this time you are more prepared for what you will find, especially as Sonic Serenade has made this trip several times now. You
Go.
find your path quite easily, with Sonic Serenade leading the way, and head towards the outskirts of the burning parts of the forest that you found before. Thankfully, no other trees have caught fire at this point, though you do notice several more sets of footprints and furrows in the ground, suggesting that whatever they were transporting backwards and forwards, they still very much are. As you get closer towards the mine, hopefully everything is okay.
She'll be right back.
As you get closer towards the mine, you notice the sound first. Sonic Serenade, you've heard this the last 2 times you approached, and you've seen the source of it. One of the types of these strange living golems has an appendage that's very much like a drill, perfect for carving into the soft and even rocky ground, looking for those blue stones. For the others, it's a new sensation, but you can hear that rumbling, tearing noise, and it's kind of eerie.
Sonic, is that the usual noise to be hearing around here, or do we need to be worried more than we already are?
I mean, definitely be worried, but yeah, that's what I've been hearing. Just a whole lot of.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Make an alertness check for me, please. All three of you.
Question.
4 if Kelsey can hear me.
I have a D4 and alertness
What
now.
is your question?
Yay!
Dang it.
What's your question then?
The noise that they're making, is it considered a language? Like, are they communicating? Okay,
No, it's very much just a drill. Just
sure. Okay. Are they making
drilling away.
Are they making any noise that sounds like communication?
Nothing that you can hear from where you are over the noise of the drill.
Okay, that's fair.
The difficulty for the alertness check is 16.
Oh, I just made it.
I did not.
I did it.
So 2 successes and 1 failure.
2 for 1.
Oh, can I get an alertness check, difficulty 16, from Kelsey Kaboom when you get a moment, please, Sabina?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very kindly.
Mhm.
Which could take a moment.
Let me pull up her sheet. You said difficulty 16? And alertness?
I did indeed. Yep, perception based, just in case you've got a speciality.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I didn't get it. Nope, I got a 12.
So, Combustion Kevin and True Blue then. You're sticking close to the ground because of these flying golems that Sonic Serenade has spotted before. But even from beneath the trees, you do hear something just whistling as it flies overhead, quick enough to make a loud piercing noise and leave a trail in its wake.
What was that?
I don't know.
What? What was what?
Up there!
What?
And Kevin, like, went to the trail.
Yeah, that's the thing. Do we see what made the trail?
You would have seen it fly past, just a glimpse.
And did
Is
it
it
look
scary
different to
looking?
the triangles?
Sorry, Michael?
Did it look different to the triangular golem?
Nope, it looked exactly like the triangular golems that Sonic Serenade has described before. Only just today.
Have they done that or made that noise before?
I mean, not that I've seen.
Okay, everyone be extra vigilant.
Yeah.
Kevin will start flapping even slower.
All right. Looking out on the site, do we see ponies in cages anywhere?
Make me a group infiltration check.
Oh, nuts.
Done.
Oh, joy.
Done.
Oh, this is not going to go well.
And then once we've worked out how well that worked,
For armor, we get a
Then-
downshift or a snag.
if you've got
If
the
you have
silent
if you have
upgrade,
silent, you get nothing.
Yeah.
I don't have silent. So.
But I get a
mean,
snag because I don't have infiltration. So
I mean, you might as well have silent. It's free.
I have silent. I
why
just
don't you
don't
have
have
silent?
infiltration. So
Yeah,
It's still
Yeah.
fine.
oh,
No, I'm
sorry.
pointing
You were
at-
talking to Michael. Sorry, that's my bad.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
cool. I'll just add silent
I
then.
give
Cool.
up with that.
yeah.
But I didn't realize I could just add the silent thing to it.
I rolled a 15 and a 16.
I don't have any points, so I still roll with snag anyway.
I'm the one
I
who
rolled a
has
12.
it. 6, so
You got a 12. You got a 15. You got a
5.
5?
I didn't roll. Oh, do you want me to roll in the thing? Because I didn't roll in the thing. I
No,
rolled
that's
on my
okay.
dice.
I wasn't sure if you got a 4 or a 5.
5.
And Sonic Serenade?
6.
Well, we failed that infiltration check.
If I didn't have a snag, I
You're
would have been
not
better.
able to get particularly close. So your alertness check is going to be a difficulty 17.
Can I?
Well, Sapphic has given Kelsey an upshift.
Oh,
On the next
wait.
roll.
You
I
have
already have
a.
an
You,
I have two I have an option I haven't used yet either.
Yeah,
you have
Is there?
an.
this feels like it might be a good time to use both of them. Just saying.
Well, I've already rolled, so I'll just make a note that I have 2 upshifts.
Hold on. I'm gonna do a thing really quick. Oh no, I don't need to do that. I'm just gonna do
Thank
the
you for the
perception test.
Cyrillish gave True Blue an upshift earlier as well, if you didn't notice.
Thank you. Let's see, normal. Actually, you know what? I'll shift that up. Thanks. For the upshift. Boop. Okay, that's a very
Pop
unfortunate.
your hand up if you passed that difficulty.
No.
What was the difficulty, sorry?
Gene?
17.
Was that for
No.
was that a group alertness or is that
Just individual alertness.
Alright, let me roll that for you real quick. I'm gonna roll on Foundry for once. Upshift. I'm gonna use one of my upshifts, because I can.
I'm sorry I wasted your gift and rolled a 7.
Hey, I
Hey,
have a
there we
crit on the
go.
D4.
Someone got it.
You're welcome, Darth.
Gee. Hey.
Kelsey,
Thank you.
Kaboom. You see, as you all approach the mine,
Oh my.
between
mine.
you and the cage are
Oh wow.
approximately 8 Decepticons. Several of them are flying. There are several what looks to be large weapons set up on the ground. Some sort of power source crackling and sparking with wires leading out of it towards a cage of blue light. And one of the weapons and a building from which more light spills out.
Oh my pony god.
How big are all of the transformers that can be seen?
Roughly 7 foot tall.
Oh, there's still little ones.
There's a
That's
little bit variation, maybe like an inch or so.
Yeah, that's fine. They're still little ones. It's okay.
But
It's okay.
roughly 7 foot.
Can't delete that.
Right.
I would like to take a moment to quietly brew a magic, if that's okay with everyone in the background.
I tell everybody what I see.
Okay.
Uh-oh. All right.
I'm gonna do a magic. Did I do it? Yeah, I did the magic.
It's not a bad idea. I want to activate mine too.
Your clone? Good luck.
Yeah. So,
So here's the thing. Unless the Transformers are magical, the clone sticks around for the scene. It literally only takes magical damage.
We all have one of these clones, yeah?
Yes. So as long as you roll a 15 on it, you should be fine. You have to activate it. It's D20 plus a D4.
The
D20 plus a
clone
D4. Okay, let's give this a go.
give us advantage.
It gives you an upshift.
An upshift.
nope. Is it used up if we fall?
Yeah, that's the kind of downside.
Womp womp. All right. Foundry hates me.
That's
Today.
unfortunate. Look, I tried.
D20
Okay.
with a D4. You know what? Might
Yes.
as well give it a try. And it's a DC of 20
No.
of 15.
Hold on, let me double check that. Actually, it's a DC of 10.
DC of 10.
Yeah, help yourself is a level 1, I think.
I
Yeah,
rolled an 18.
nice.
I
There
rolled
is.
a 20, so I also.
So, when you guys activate this necklace, a navy blue and purple shimmery version of yourself appears as a silhouette. It doesn't have any features, but it is the same shape and size as you are. And
Cool.
all it does is give you assistance for the entire scene.
Cool.
That gives us upshift, yeah?
Yeah. Once per round, upshift. Yep.
Awesome. Right. I suppose we should really try and go and save these ponies. Can we see the ponies
Yeah, they're in the. Yeah.
in their
Kelsey
cage? Yeah.
did.
Yeah, I pointed them out.
And obviously she's yeah. Cool. So we know the layout where each bot is and whatnot from what Kelsey has described, yeah?
You can see the robots. It was the power and the cables, the ponies that you couldn't see.
All right. Well, I can see if I can't distract the flying triangles and get them off your backs while you sneak in.
Just be
If
careful.
I get them,
Are you sure you'll be okay going on your own?
I'm fast.
Okay, shout if you need assistance though.
Yeah. All right. So I want to I want to fly right up to this seeker, lick him, and fly away.
Lick him.
How you doing?
Nyum.
Why?
Because it's funny.
Because life, man.
I'm just not saying anything. Okay. Let's go with it.
Yeah. So, can I treat that can I use talent for laughter for this to like downgrade one of these actions to make this easier?
Make
I will say yes.
Okay. This talent, this perk
it's a
is
free
weird.
action.
Yeah. So
Oh,
yeah.
Lick the transformer. It's a free action. Wait, are you like
these
super
poor
fast?
super rookies are just.
If it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
free action, you can see it multiple times. Is it for the entire scene or just once?
I mean, these perks are weird. So anytime you do something related to your spirit, or once per round, yeah, treat a standard as a move as a free. Yeah.
It's once per round. Okay, that's unfortunate. Is licking a transformer?
Yeah, so you could spend a move action as a free action.
Yeah.
And move 45 foot as a free action.
Yeah. So
Because you are very quick in the air.
which is great. So I want to measure, but I don't want to make a circle. How do I measure without making a stupid circle?
If you click on the little person icon, then down to the third one down.
It's the second one. Measurement controls. It looks like a ruler. Oh wait, it's
Measurement
circle.
distance.
Whoops.
Yeah,
Oh,
measure
yeah.
distance.
Measure distance. Whoops, wrong. Can you delete that? I don't know. How do you get rid of the thing? I accidentally did that.
Okay, so 45 gets me there.
Another 15 foot will get you up to him.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15.
Which I have more than enough free actions for still with my 5 free actions. So let's see. So that's there. So that's 1 free action for the move, 3 for the extra 15 feet. Is it a free action to lick him?
I will say it's a nothing.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not even a free action. You're not interacting with anything in a meaningful way.
Oh, we have a new viewer.
So we still
Hello,
have
multiple man army.
1 action.
And I really can't believe I just had to answer that question.
Here?
Or does a lick count as a free attack, free action? Or
That's a
We
no
do in
action.
fact need a pony T-shirt that says "Is licking a free action?"
anyone in the chat out there that wants to design it for us? Let us know.
It's just Sonic Serenade on the shirt.
And on the back it just says Pony Team 5.
Yeah.
When in doubt,
Always
always
be
lick.
looking. That's 60.
When in doubt, always lick.
Yeah. Fly out, lick him, say, hey! And then okay. What
Hello
last
to Mr.
free
Mephisto as
action?
well.
Oh, hi, Mr. Mephisto.
And then I'm gonna
Gross.
zoom by this other seeker. Do a barrel roll. I still have. Yeah, I have. Hold on. I still have move was
That's
free,
If
so I still
your
have.
character's name is
I
Peter,
have 95.
don't make a deal with anybody in the chat.
Hmm?
We've all seen how it goes in the comics.
90. 5. Maybe I won't do that. Right? Okay. So yeah, I'll do a barrel roll on this foot soldier and go this way 95 feet. Right there? Okay.
How much movement do you have? That's amazing.
All of it.
A lot.
There's 5 feet
Standard
less
action to
because I
sprint.
have to leave his space. Yeah. So I end up like right here instead. But yeah,
Thank God there's no attacks of opportunity in this game.
come get me.
With that, would everybody like to go ahead and roll initiative?
We are not surprised,
Yeah.
are we? We are being.
We will. Nope.
Okay.
We will create a
Initiative.
Oh my God, it's
table.
Jay.
Yo.
Hi,
You look
darling.
fabulous,
You
darling.
look fantastic.
We've just had that from beginners and I'm not on at the start, so that's fine. But I just thought I'd pop in and say hey, make sure nobody was dead.
We are just rolling
Jay's
initiative.
broken the. What's it? But
We have established that
I just-
licking a transformer is faster than a free action, apparently.
Okay.
You started it.
Even in drag, it's still red bias all the way.
Love it. Love it.
And sorry to try and upstage your makeup, Michael. It's a strong look.
Like, the drink is not
hopefully,
a
I'm not just seeing Jay's chest now.
Sorry, both of you were at the same time.
There should be more of Jay now.
Cool. Right. Anyway, I shall leave you to shenanigans, but I said I would pop in and
Bye,
say
Jay.
hi. Take care, everybody. Have fun.
Bye.
Thank you.
I love
Break a
you.
leg.
Bye, Jay. Love you.
Right.
Because of Springy, I get to roll as if I have a specialty in initiative. So yay! I don't remember what that means. Does that mean I have an
It
I
edge?
get to roll with.
No, specialization. You
Specialization
roll all the dice.
means you
I
roll
roll
all
all
of
the
skill
dice.
dice
Awesome. I think I only have a
I
D2.
get to,
up to yours.
Oh, that's awesome.
you're a Pegasus though, so you should get an upshift to initiative.
It's only acrobatics.
It's only acrobatics, yeah.
I have one. I'm thinking of something else then because I have one that gives me an upshift to. I thought that was one that all Pegasus have.
Yeah, no, I only have a
It's probably
D2 in
an influence.
initiative.
It's an influence thing, probably.
See,
Yeah,
when we said that
reactionary.
Jay looked fabulous. Jay looked fabulous.
I'll do it. And
Alright. I get to use performance for initiative because I'm hilarious.
You just licked a transformer. It is peak content. Can you imagine if they had like content creators in Ponyville? Sonic Serenade would be vlogging this.
Let's roll. So we got foot soldiers. We should have seekers.
Well, they've got to be baby seekers, right? Because Starscream ain't no 7 foot tall.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Starscream ain't no 7 foot tall. I clearly remember him holding Spike. So he has to be more than 7 foot tall.
Who have I rolled initiative for? Seeker. Why is it rolled twice for everybody? Go away, you silly dice roller. You are clearly intoxicated.
if we ever need to buy anything, I got you guys covered.
You can buy us dinner when we survive this.
Yeah, I got you. I got you
I
guys.
think you mean if.
If is good.
Jeebus.
Said what
Okay.
I said.
Right. I don't want every foot soldier. This is silly. Apologies, everybody in the chat. I am just having to delete a load of things off of initiative because I apparently didn't know what I was doing with Foundry like I thought I did and rolled more things than I had intended.
Go home, dice roller. You're drunk. I agree with you.
Go home, Dice Roller. You are definitely drunk. One seeker, one scientist, one foot soldier, one engineer. Thank you. That's what we wanted. Right. It is. We will have that seeker. Serenade. With its not quite as fast movement. Dun, 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 dun.
Aha, somebody appreciates my genius.
Which brings us to the lovely Combustion Kevin, I do believe. I was right. Combustion Kevin, it is your turn.
21.
Kevin gets to do things.
Oh my god,
Probably
Kevin.
not a lot. All right, let's see how far away. So, do the Decepticons know the rest of us are here?
Not yet.
Cool. Can
So if you
I
want to
try?
But if you want to try and hide, it will take your standard action to do so, for the record.
I wanted to try and fly above and past this foot soldier on the bridge down here.
Okay. But, for the record, this part is higher than this part. So if you fly above this foot soldier, all you're doing is putting yourself on level with everything here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to try and sneak over to this thing over here.
You can't sneak if there's nothing to sneak behind. Like, you're
If
not
you fly
invisible.
under the bridge, like hide under the bridge,
You could do
that might
that.
work.
Yeah, let's fly. We'll fly under this bridge. I'll use. No, sorry. You know what? I'm just gonna do what I normally do. Why not? Why not? I will use. Oh no, I can't get close enough. Never mind. Yeah, I'm going to fly underneath the bridge, just over here, and I'll hide under the bridge just here, ready to surprise this gentleman in a moment.
Would you make an infiltration roll?
I can indeed, dear boy.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. I rolled a 1.
Seriously.
Reroll. Spend
I
the
do get a
friendship
reroll.
point.
I get a reroll. I get
For
a
a skill
reroll for the
check.
one that you gave me earlier.
For a skill
Or do
roll.
that.
It's a skill check. Cool.
Your skill check.
Um,
Spend a
I rolled
friendship
a
point. Reroll on the d20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
Spend the point.
story point.
Yeah, no, I just spent a story point. I rolled a 1.
Friendship point.
10.
Mm-hmm. I rolled a 10 and a 1, and then I re-rolled them, and I rolled a 10 and a 1.
So you didn't.
Mm.
Oh, what with snag?
Mhm.
Yeah, because I have no points in infiltration. So Kev is now like, hi!
Okay. I'm not
Well
saying
put.
everybody saw Combustion Kevin, but with that fumble, as Combustion Kevin tried to soar gently down, he disrupted several large stones on the side of the small cliff that clattered.
And as he was trying to go under the bridge, he headbutted it and it clanged and yeah.
Yep. Clattered the stones, headbutted the bridge, kicked the
Dang it, Kev.
sort of floor. He made enough noise to rouse the dead.
His armor made so much noise it sounded like the bells of Notre Dame.
And we will return. We'll go to Sonic Serenade's turn.
Well, crap.
Well,
Alright, well, I'm
Matthew,
still
how do I
gonna...
get rid of the things?
Like that.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Did we just lose Michael?
No, I'm here.
I
Am I?
Other Michael.
no, I'm still
think
here.
we
My
did.
camera's just spazzing up.
Okay.
Okay.
Michael, that is not the appropriate phrase
I'm
for
here.
that.
Sorry, first word that came to mind.
Fly here, 30 feet. I'm gonna do this. The other seeker.
You get your friendship point for breaking the fourth wall. Congratulations. That was awful, but it worked.
And then I'm gonna. I was 30. I'm gonna keep going. I'm just gonna go. Yeah, I have plenty of movement for that. I'm just gonna go literally to the edge of the map. That's my turn.
Okie dokie. Which will bring
Trying
us
to be a giant distraction.
I mean, it's working. You're definitely being a distraction. It is the turn of the Seekers, however, who are definitely going to enjoy this. Yeah,
Sorry, I get shot a bunch.
possibly. We'll see. This is the one downside. There is no way to pop out a sheet at this point in time.
I know. It's making me upset. I'm gonna have to open up her character sheet.
Your range is 30 foot. So these Seekers are going to fly in closer, chasing you down. And when they are close enough, they are both going to make pot shots at you with their lasers.
Lazy beams.
Their lazy
Oh, dear.
beams.
Mm-hmm.
Evasion 19. Let's go.
Oh, will this work? Let's have a look.
Oh, dearest me.
Oh,
Roll two separate dice. Yes! Oh, I love that feature on the other hand. Both
Can
of
you
them
roll multiple
take
enemies at the same time?
You can. Both of them take shots at you. One trying to sort of force you into the path of the other. However, Sonic Serenade, you are a master of the flying arts, and you corkscrew around one and under the other, and then presumably sort of just spin around so you're facing them and just
Meep meep.
Rude.
poke your tongue out, you know, maybe like blow raspberries. Who knows? But I can imagine it. Yeah. Will bring us to Kelsey Kaboom.
okay. These guys look dangerous. They're threatening Sonic. Kev looks like he's about to get his. Kev can handle himself. He has a wrench.
He has a wrench.
He has a wrench. He's fine.
My omni wrench.
I would like to. I have 30 feet fly, 30 feet walk. So I want to trot over here. And can I find a rock to prop up the laser on? So I could get like a good angle.
It's attached to
like if I take it off
back, so you can actually fire it from your back. Yes, that was part of the armor upgrades.
Oh, that makes it even. That makes life even easier. All right. Well, I'm gonna kind of trot over this way, and I'm going to. I don't have the stats for the laser.
Oh, one moment.
But I'm going to fire.
The mover for you.
Yeah. I would appreciate.
It should be a drag and drop, is what it is.
That's what
it should
hoping.
be.
If it'll let me do it from the NPC sheet to your sheet. Who did you fight? You did fight the engineer. Let's see, will it do that? It did!
Yay!
It should be on your weapons part of your sheet.
Thank you, sir. Where's my sheet?
Shota!
Shota! Gear. Laser! Awesome. So what is the range?
The range of the mini laser is...
Yes.
30 foot is its normal range, 60 foot is its maximum range.
So, okay. I'm going to get... I don't like all these... I don't like this character sheet. I'm going to get... So, where I am now... Oh. Messing around with Foundry, don't mind me. That's about 55. So if I move here on this bank, that should get me 45. So if I shoot with over the minimum, does that mean I shoot with a snag?
Yep.
Okay. And all right. Well, how many feet? I was here, right? I was like here, right?
I'll be honest with you, you can move yourself about a little bit. I wouldn't worry too much about your exact placement. I just sort of plopped you on the map before the sort of everything started.
Okay. So I'm actually going to move myself.
Square.
Is it okay if I move myself there?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then that way I'll have a clearer shot of this dude. I'll still roll with the snag, but I'm okay with that. Yeah, so I'm going to take a shot with this dude.
Okay.
But I'm going to use my upshift, my last upshift.
Okie dokie. It's going to be a 14-1-4 to hit him.
Okay. Upshift. 1 snag. Roll. I failed miserably.
Yeah, the dice did not like you right then.
The dice did not like me. I'm still getting used to it.
Yep. You fire. It does strike the sort of soldier type at the end who's more heavily armed, but he doesn't seem to be phased in the slightest as it just scores slightly across the armor. And you do notice that a almost like web of blue light intercepts the shot.
Oh, I forgot. Wait, I have my duplicate. Does that give me anything?
That would have
An
given you
upshift.
an upshift.
Upshift.
So I would have 2 upshifts.
Yes.
You could have, yeah.
But I think
But your
even
dice
with
were
that,
still
with
low.
your
That wouldn't have changed anything.
no,
Yeah, it would have made a difference.
I don't
your
think a D8 would have
2d20
changed anything.
Yeah, your D20 was just that
Mm-mm.
bad with the snag, unfortunately.
Mm-mm. I just forgot about my duplicate for a
Yeah.
second.
I too forgot about that when I did my infiltration.
Mhm.
I wouldn't have rolled with snag.
You would
Still
have.
would have
No, you
got
still
10,
would have
You
but-
still
rolled
would
with.
have rolled a snag.
You
You
still
still
would have
would've
rolled snag. You
untrained.
just would have gotten upshift.
Oh,
Yeah.
just would have got a D2 on it.
Which brings us to the lovely True Blue.
Okay. Have a plan. God damn it. Okay, I don't actually have a plan. But I do have something though. I'm going to move. I'm going to move. Is that a. Can I hide under the bridge?
Yep.
That's what I tried
If
to do.
you take your standard action to infiltrate,
Okay, so I'm gonna. And the foot soldier is up on top, right?
Mhm.
So,
it is. Yep.
okay, let me double check something. I would like to. What is this? 30. No, I'd like to move 15. I'd like to move 15 up and 15 forward. That's my movement. I don't know how to move my dude. Okay, wait, hold on. Token control. Why won't it let me do the thing?
If you click on the man and then the first one, it'll
Okay,
let you shift.
it will let me. Will it let me move the thing? Okay.
Yeah, you have to click on the one that looks like a square.
Yeah, the little
Okay.
box.
I'm gonna move up here 15 feet. How high up is the bridge? Like
the bridge itself
off-
is off the ground. It is about 20 foot.
Okay, wait, 15. Actually, can I? I'll just move myself on the actual bridge. I will not be flying, and I'll just like come and back Kev up.
Oh, I'm under the
So-
bridge as well.
Oh, you're under the bridge? Well,
Mhm.
oh, you're under the bridge. Okay, I couldn't tell.
Yeah, I just
Yep.
plopped myself on top.
Very badly tried
thought-
tried to infiltrate. Just very badly.
Okay. I'm just gonna walk under the bridge as. Do I need a standard action to prepare a contingency action though?
Yes.
Okay, can I just use my movement 30 feet to go under the bridge?
Yep. But you won't be hiding.
No, it's fine. If anyone sees me and tries to attack, I have a plan. I just need to double check something really quick. I would like to prepare. I'd like to prepare an energy beam contingency action as soon as I see a someone either try to attack Kevin or myself. I think that's what we're gonna go with.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. I'm preparing an energy beam contingency action.
Okay. So we're going to skip the scientists because they're out of sight. Two of the foot soldiers are going to be a nuisance. One of them closest to combustion Kevin is going to move down. Oh, now I'm measuring distances. One of them is going to move across and fire down at combustion Kevin. The other one is going to move closer towards Kelsey Kaboom and fire at Kelsey Kaboom. And these other two are going to activate the weapons that are up there to fire at Well, all of you.
Woo!
Yay! So let's get some rolls. We need to make some of these. So the first roll of the two will be at Kelsey Kaboom. The second one will be at Combustion Kevin. And that is a 14 to hit Kelsey Kaboom. And a 10.
Evasion or toughness?
Your call. Always your call unless there's a specific rule otherwise.
Evasion, so it doesn't hit.
Cool. And a 10.
I too will choose evasion.
to hit Combustion
It
Kevin,
wouldn't hit either, but I'll choose evasion just in
Okay.
case it has an alternate effect.
which
It
will
does
trigger
stuff
True
to
Blue's,
toughness.
With
Laser beam.
contingency.
Oh no! Does it trigger my contingency action? Okay, sweet. Also, if it's attacking me, I will use acrobatic. What is that?
No, it's
the thing?
attacking Combustion Kevin.
Oh, it's attacking Combustion Kevin. Well, that's unfortunate. I thought you said it was attacking everyone, so I just kind of freaked out.
No, at the moment, it is attacking Kevin. In a moment, something else will potentially attack some other people. We just haven't got that far yet.
Okay. All right. Well,
Did I put my armor on here?
how far away is that? How far away is that? Whoever
The
attacked
foot
Kevin.
soldier from you
Is it 30 feet away? Yeah.
30 foot.
Sweet. I'm gonna go pew pew on that guy. Let's go. I'm going to target. Hold on, let me target this guy. Okay. Do I remember how this works? It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. So it's a downshift. Can I use my double to give myself an upshift on spellcasting? It's literally all
It's
it
an
does, right?
upshift as
I
far
can
as
do
I'm
that?
aware it can do. Yep.
Okay, get it. Does
That will be
an
enough to hit.
18 hit this
Yep.
soldier? That will take a 1 energy damage.
Okay. That is enough to damage it, and you do see that sort of sparks fly across it as it is struck, but it is still standing.
I
Sorry.
love that you can open your character token anywhere that your token is displayed. Like your character sheet, it's really smart.
Okay.
Mhm.
And I need to make 2 more rolls now that we've got that sorted. Let's see if these hit. This is going to be... one is going to be at... Who hasn't been targeted? One is going to be at Sonic Serenade, at a snag. And one is going to be at True Blue at a snag. So I highly doubt they are going to hit. No. I got a 6 and a 10. I think you're probably golden.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Yes.
I'm also good.
Anyway,
And whilst we were just sitting there, we did ask the important question, which is now on Twitch. Is licking a free action?
Always.
hey,
Which we are somehow. We will figure this out. Michael, the lovely fancy dress with the lovely makeup one, will be asking this important question. at Gen Con?
Very important question.
So, yes. Getting back to the important conclusion of the combat that we
Back
have
to the
started. Combustion Kevin, it is your turn.
It is my turn. Woo! And so, being that this lovely Decepticon has decided to start shooting at me, I'm gonna thwack him, and I'm gonna thwack him good. So I am going to come in, and I am going to attempt to thwack him with my wrench, because why not?
Oh. We lost True Blue.
I'm a thwack him. I'm a thwack him good. I rolled a 15.
A 15 will hit.
He takes 1 blunt damage.
This will be enough with the damage it's already taken to defeat it. So, paint me that word picture, please, Michael.
Kevin will fly out from under the bridge. He'll swoop up in front and be like, "Hi!" Bonk, and just hit him on the head really hard with his wrench, and it'll just like cave in the front of his head, and he'll just.
Okay.
He'll just spin his wrench
Lovely.
and pop it on his shoulder, like, yeah. That's that one on pass.
9.
Did we blow it up? Did we do the thing?
He did
I
indeed.
doth kill it.
Which is going to bring us to Sonic Serenade.
All right. So, as previously established, as a reaction, I'm going to draw my hammer and lick it. Thank you. You are more interesting flavor. And I'm going to hit him with my hammer.
I'm a tiny
That's messed up.
I'm this little flea.
I love it so
That's so messed up.
You are going to be rolling against a 16, 1-6.
Smash it with a hammer.
It is
much.
20.
And I smash it with a hammer.
Turn him into a flea. A harmless little flea. I love Yzma.
I'm doing it two-handed. Not that it matters. I missed. Okay. All right. Swoosh! Ah! All right. And then that was 25 feet. So...
Oh, the
35.
lava trunk.
I was about to type that, man. Darn you.
On the shit.
I don't want to get close over there. Yeah.
We do need an Emperor's New Groove game.
We do.
Matt is thinking. We could use pony rules to turn people
This
into
could tie into
ponies,
a
llamas.
project I want to do, but would potentially be a lot of work.
He's
Looks like
25.
llama.
So I have 15, 60, I have 80. So I can get right there. Okay. And then swoop. Bye-bye.
TTRPG made for Cusco. Cusco TTRPG.
Yes, the Z-Mage. Yes!
Swing
I'm
and miss.
sorry, Michael, but we have found our audience.
Yeah.
Yes, I see that.
Part of me is so disheartened
Yeah.
that I didn't
So
ask
I
if I
swing,
just took the like
I
Earth
missed.
pony stats. Could I be a llama?
You're going to fly that Pegasus flight.
And I'm like, well, I guess thanks for playing, and they better roll away. That's my turn.
Oh, you are very close to me, darling.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Hello.
And could you just do me a favour and roll initiative for True Blue again?
Oh, shot.
Oh, sorry.
Because she disappeared off the map. I can change it once it's on there. But I don't know how to manually add it.
Rolled a 15? No, wait. Where's my initiative from earlier? I can just tell you what it is.
Fantastic.
I still see True Blue on the map. I think I might have accidentally.
I put her back on, but she wasn't on there and she dropped off the initiative.
My bad. Let me see what I rolled previously.
Okay.
I rolled a 9.
Okay, that's fine. I can change that nice and quickly.
Cool. Sorry, I must have done a jump.
I keep doing silly things with Foundry at the moment.
Cool.
Sabina, what is playing in your head that's making you dance?
Cusco!
I knew it.
What's his name?
God.
It's Alpha, the Omega, A to Z.
I was watching it the other day, so it's
Let's make some
still fresh in
shots
my head.
off Sonic Serenade, because these things are chasing Sonic Serenade down.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, it's the Seekers right now?
The groove, beware the groove.
Beware the groove.
Beware
You
the
threw off my
groove.
groove.
Oh, we've got 120 and 110.
Well, one of those hits.
Don't hurt my
So
angel.
one of the Seekers fires towards you, and as you again try to barrel roll out of the way, the other one fires. This shot does strike true, and you will take 1 laser damage.
Ow.
Which is going to bring us to Kelsey Kaboom.
What's up? So I still have this guy in front of me that moved closer to me. How far away is he from me now? He's got to be within range, so I won't have. He is, so I won't
I
have
would say
snag on the
20 foot
throat.
at most.
25 currently. I just
I was
measured.
close.
You were close. No cigar.
Lama Faye. We have definitely found our audience, sorry. Just confirming that was not.
Sad llama.
Sad Lama.
Oh my gosh, you nerd.
And then I'm gonna roll the. I'm gonna roll to hit him with the laser again, because I don't want. Yes, laser. Where's my character sheet? Okay, still getting used to this. Gear. Laser. So 1 minute. Cancel. I have my. This does not have to do with explosions, does it?
It does not, unfortunately.
Dang. So it rolls my. This rolls with targeting, correct?
It does, yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that that was all in the thing. Targeting standard center. Awesome. And I still have that. Did I use my final upshift? Do you guys? I did, didn't I?
Yes.
I did. Okay.
You've got the upshift from your magic clone, though.
Yes, that's what I
Remember.
was going to use that for.
I
I just wanted to make sure I
aim.
only had the one.
Don't forget
And
to aim.
aiming, yep. You can
And
use
aim.
a free action to aim.
I will use a free action to aim. So there's 2.
Thank you very
Upshift.
much.
Thank you.
Peer pressure, Michael.
Thank you, peer pressure, Michael. Thank you for peer pressuring me into aiming.
You're welcome.
So I'm going to aim and. Did I hit? No, I only got a 12.
What have we got? The foot soldier? No, unfortunately not. It is a 14.
Ugh.
You did roll a 1 on the D8 though, so you could use a
Reroll it.
story point,
You guys mind if I do?
No.
Do it. Do it.
friendship point.
Yeah, do it.
How do I roll a d8?
You could do /r space 1d8 in the chat. On Foundry, of course, not.
Yes. Yeah, I just want to make sure I typed in. Oh, /. I did backslash.
Mhm.
Did I type it in wrong?
You typed a backslash again.
Did I really? I typed the / and it didn't take it.
And it's a space between the R and the 1.
Well, that's what I did wrong. No.
That would make it a 12? A 13. No, still
No.
1 short, unfortunately. It takes the shot, and again you see this blue flash of light as the shot hits it and seems to absorb it.
I angrily
And
neigh
just
at it.
keeps marching towards you. Nay.
Nay.
Saving.
But it is True Blue's turn.
Super
Hold on. Is the thing is the foot soldier? Wait,
The one in front of Kevin's dead.
Oh, it's dead. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, that's fine. What are we gonna do?
His neck
I am
on
going
the
to-
scrap pile.
Oh my gosh, are you seriously going to? Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Just give me a second. I need to figure something out real quick. 60 feet? Alright. 60 feet. Okay, I'm going to yoink. I'm gonna 15, 25, 30. I am not even gonna sneak. I'm just gonna blast. It's 30. Right here. And I'm going to target this guy with some magical violence. Let's go. I am going to have my clone assist me. Boop.
Oh,
Does a 22 hit this guy?
A 22 will, in fact, hit this guy.
Sweet. Pew pew. Another energy damage. The bright purple magical energy just shoots from the horn. She's just
You see it take this blast, and again it flinches back. But it's still standing. And still ready to fight.
I am going to do the universal pony gesture for something obscene. I don't know what it is, but I do an obscene gesture at it, like the pony version of flipping the bird, and then I just stand there.
Just hold up a hoof to it.
Just holds up a hoof, a single hoof.
just poops.
Did you just do the friends one?
Yeah, no, that's just picture that, but with hooves. That is. Do I have reactions? I do have reactions. I just gonna chill here.
Okie dokie. Which means I'm going to use the foot soldiers now then.
We are gonna get right ahead.
So let's
I'm gonna get shot.
make a
I am strangely okay with this.
Me getting shot?
So this one is going to be at
Pony violence. I meant me getting
Kelsey
shot.
Taboo.
Okay, what was it?
7.
It was a 7. I think
that-
you're safe.
I'm fine. Yeah, I wasn't shot.
I mean, that's even more okay if you didn't get shot. I'm just saying.
And then these two are going to be at.
Run,
These
Kelsey.
3 are going to be
Sonic.
at
Run.
everybody else. 1 is for Sonic Serenade. 2 is for Combustion Kevin, and 3 is for True Blue. So the first one is going to be with a snag, the other 2 are not.
Who's getting attacked?
So that is a
Yeah.
whole lot of missing.
A whole lot
a
of
2,
no.
an 8, and a 3. As the foot soldiers behind the weapon emplacements take aim and fire off bolts of light that
That's
score and scorch the ground around the 3 of you.
Oh boy. All right, that's a problem.
Which brings us to Combustion Kevin.
Whoop whoop. Let's see how far away this dear boy is. Yes. Yeah, we can get up there. Perfect. Do. Again, I'm gonna fly in. I'm going to use my whatchamacallit helper thing to give me an upshift because I keep forgetting to bloody do that. I'm gonna roll with a d6 and I'm gonna whack him with my wrench.
Yeah, all right.
I rolled an 18, 17, and a 1.
That is going to be a hit. And again, that is going to be enough to defeat this second foot soldier. So, paint me another one of those word pictures, please, Michael.
I'll be funny with this one.
Influencer Michael.
He's going to fly in, and rather than like whack it with the wrench, he's going to run in, and it will like get small, and it will undo all the bolts around its head, and its head will just fall off.
Oh man.
That is a lot of bolts in a very short period of time. You should have been a laughter Pegasus.
Everybody's a little
I know.
bit of a laughter Pegasus in this group, apparently.
Yeah, and while I'm here, I can't really do anything else,
I
can I?
disagree with that statement. Not really on this action.
I was going to ask about investigating this pylon
You can
thing next to me,
move.
but no, that's fine. I'll set one and pass.
It's clearly a weapon. You've seen it be used against you.
Oh, that's definitely a weapon, yeah, blaster. I wasn't sure if the soldier was shooting at me or if that was a gun or not.
Nope, it was definitely the weapons emplacement.
Cool. Pete is
Some kind of
Evan even is going to be
large-
eyeing that up. Very much intrigued by that, and yeah.
Okay. Sonic Serenade, it is your turn.
All right. Oh boy. So, math has been done. These guns seem large and imposing, and I don't like that. So,
That's fair.
zoom.
Zoom.
And you have been given an upshift for shenanigans
Hey.
by our lovely red bias
Yeah.
leader.
Yeah,
I'm
red
a,
bias.
In fact,
but,
you've been
yeah,
given
but they're
And
two.
a story point for the team.
Aw, thanks, Boo.
But
Thanks,
they're
Jay.
they're non-combat upshifts, right? So I can't use it, right?
It's just an upshift.
Okay,
just an upshift.
things that's non-combat, so we should edit that at some point. But all right, cool. Then I'm
I'm
gonna use
also
it.
trying to give you an upshift as well, so...
Okay.
Let me-
Oops, all upshifts.
Oops.
Oops, all upshifts.
Unknown...
Yeah.
And it keeps telling me an unknown error occurred, so I'm not giving you an upshift, apparently.
It's a thing because it just got redeemed, probably.
It's a cooldown. It's
Yeah.
a cooldown.
Fair play.
It's to stop it from being like spammed too quickly.
Yeah, I am
Like I
gonna
was
hit.
planning to do.
I'm gonna hit this guy with a hammer, two-hooved, with an upshift. And,
Come on.
what?
I want you to hit him.
Oh, okay.
Do it.
Yeah. Does anyone care if I spend that friendship point we just got to roll with specialization?
Go for it.
Go for it.
Hell yeah.
And
Smash him with a
a hammer. Yes.
That is a hit.
Welcome
That is
to our
two
Emperor's New Groove episode.
blood damage. Ooh.
This is very much our Emperor's New Groove episode.
I'm here for it.
And you say 2 damage because it's two-handed. That is enough to defeat it. So paint me that word picture.
Yeah, she just barrel rolls the whole way in and just spinning hammer of dooms this guy into the air. And he'll come down somewhere eventually.
Just crack.
He just conveniently lands on a pile on top of the other one in front of Kevin.
It might.
Make me an alertness check with a downshift.
All right.
Everybody or just Michael?
Just Michael, just Sonic Serenade. The difficulty is a 12.
20.
Oh, to save him hostage.
See, sometimes you can get those alertness checks.
How do you get rid of
You see a purple shimmering field where the door to this building would be.
Yeah. Like there.
Inside of it are several, consoles, displays of some sort or another that are producing light. Inside are also several more of these golems. 3 of them are already laying on the floor with small holes in them. A 4th is in the middle of a fight with another golem. This one a whitish colour with grey and blue tones to it.
They're fighting themselves. What's going on?
Por qué?
It's Golem Fight Club.
It's a giant metal. There's a metal civil war happening right in front of me.
Matt, can you tell me how to make these radiuses go away? So when I use
If you
them...
click on the measurement controls,
Uh-huh.
there should be a clear templates button that looks like a trash can.
Oh. Mine doesn't have that.
Yeah.
Yeah, ours don't have that. Only yours.
It might just be mine.
It's a GM thing.
Yeah.
No, don't move. I wanted to throw something at you, you jerks. Of course you moved.
I was gonna hit him.
I was gonna throw something at them, but they moved.
Let's make it 2 more.
Halaba, he was supposed to be dead.
Oh, that's a 9. And is that a real crit? Just because I don't know. That is a real crit. A critical 21 for 2 damage.
Uh-oh. Well,
Is this a defeated pony?
yep.
Where?
Pony down.
Cover back up.
Sonic Serenade, struck from the sky by one of the Seekers, hits the ground and tumbles. She tries to get back up, but is a little bit too wounded to do so.
Me in the distance. Oh no! These hats thoughts are evil. I love that.
Which will bring us to Kelsey Kaboom.
Seeing that my girl has gone down, I am going to blast this guy in front of me. Which I get at the upshift. I still have my Dark Spectre. My
You do have your
helping
Dark
hand.
Spectre.
Yeah, my Dark Spectre. I still have that. So for this fight, right?
Yeah, for the whole scene.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. That is a 19 to hit.
That is a hit, 100%.
What is its damage? Its damage is
1.
1, so that's 1 damage to it.
Yep.
And then
And it's a first hit, so currently it's still standing, but it's got a smoking hole in its shoulder where it's taken this shot. And you can see as it looks up at you from this hole, it's no longer taking this quite so amusingly as it was before.
I'm looking past it towards Sonic. Like, I don't care. Like, I am angry and I'm looking past it towards Sonic and I'm like, I am going to, and then I look back at it and,
Somebody hit me.
I have 2 free actions, correct? Yes, I have 2 free actions, 3 free actions, and a
Speed
move.
-2.
Yes, I wrote it down. So that was my standard. I have a move and I have 3 free actions. So I'm going, let's see, how far can I get past this dude? So me being me, I don't know if this will work, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to fly directly, like, up and over this thing. Like, I'm just going to zoom right up and over this thing and land behind it. And I'm going to turn around. And I'm going to pull out and then so for the next round, I'm going to pull out my drill and just, because I'm angry. Just drill into the sucker. So,
Nice.
because I know I don't have I can't use my ground speed and my walking speed back to back, can I? My flying speed and my...
You can use them as long as it doesn't exceed your total movement.
And I already used my total movement, so I can't do that. Because I have 30 feet aerial and 30 feet walking, so I already used it.
Okay. That will be True Blue then in that case.
Is there something else I can do? I am gonna. Is the foot soldier next to Kevin still going?
The one next to Kevin is down.
Sweet. I'm just gonna move towards the ponies and go saving some ponies. I would like to do a movement, like right here. Whatever this.
Okay.
Sorry, I know what I'm doing. Like right here. I would like to do a contingency action of no, actually, can I see if there's a way to liberate these ponies? Like, door thing?
There's no door, but what you do notice is that there is a cable leading from the cell made of blue light to this strange device that is flickering.
Is this magical? Can I tell if it's magic?
You can roll me a spellcasting roll with a difficulty of 10.
Sure. Is this shit magical? Let's go. Okay. I rolled a 12.
It is not magical.
Cool. Can I blast that wire that I saw?
You can indeed.
Sweet. That's what I'm gonna do. Free ponies.
Difficulty will be 15.
I'm gonna have my friend, my clone assist me. Let's go. Oh,
You summon some magical energy and throw it at the
yeah.
device, punching a hole roughly the size of your hoof through it. As you do, a surge of electricity flickers through the cables. The light up above the cell, the glass shatters. The weapon that Kevin was standing next to smokes as whatever delicate instruments were inside of it are fused. But the cell that the Wonderbolts were in completely dims, and they are free. The 5 of them take to the sky almost immediately, and you hear them shouting out,
Bye.
"Right! You! After that one! You two! After me! We're gonna get the other one!"
Oh, they're like
And they start
military
charging
ponies.
after the 2 seekers. They're kind of like a aerial display team, but they're like I want to say the Blue Angels would
Correct.
be the American equivalent.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're special.
Or the Red Arrows would be the British equivalent,
I like that.
or the United Kingdom equivalent.
Okay,
Very talented flyers.
that's rad. So, I managed to liberate the ponies. Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
That's my action. I'm gonna vibe here. What else can I do? Okay, that's cool. I'm done.
Yeah, they've got uniforms and like even outside of their flight gear, they've got uniforms and there's like recruitment posters for them,
Yeah, that tracks.
but they're not the military.
Okay.
And they do have boot camp. Thank you very much, the Z-Mage. But again, they're not the military.
I mean, these ponies definitely not military, but they sound like they are.
Yeah. It's yeah. I ain't touching it.
Okay. Yeah, that's the end of my turn, y'all. I did a good thing.
Yes.
I liberated some ponies.
Okay, we're gonna have this one. So this attack is gonna be at Sophie.
So Sophie, who's Sophie?
I didn't mean
True
Sophie.
blue.
Sophie's not even here. I meant True Blue.
Okay, wait.
That's what I meant.
This robot
fine.
shoots through the.
Hold on. Can I use my acrobatic reaction?
You can use your acrobatic reaction.
Oh boy, wait, what did you roll total? Oh crap. Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine.
A 20.
I'm not gonna make that, am I? Yeesh. Okay, let's see how this works.
And how far above the foot soldier are you currently, Kelsey Gaboon? At melee range, or is it going to have to shoot at you?
I'm melee range.
Melee range.
I'm like
Okay.
flying right behind him, melee range.
Oh, so it's going to attack you with its drill.
Hydral's
And it's
better.
going to hit you with a critical hit for 2 sharp damage.
2 sharp damage. This jerkwad.
No.
How-
We're just up here getting injured.
How much did I get hit for? I did not make.
You will get hit for 1 laser damage.
Oh.
And that will be the beginning of round 4 with Combustion Kevin.
This gentleman right here by this second set of guns, he's still alive, isn't he?
He is still alive, you are correct. He is the last, or second from last foot soldier.
And this gun is no longer working, no?
It is not, unfortunately.
Sorry.
I had ideas. How far away is that from me? Too far for running distance, yes. Yeah. Can't really do much but try and get in closer. So, can I use dash action to move 60 feet?
Yeah?
That'll use up my standard action, won't it?
Mm-hmm.
It will indeed.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that.
And if you want to get all the
No.
way there, you can use a free action.
Yep.
Yeah, I won't be able to whack him though, so pointless using him to get right up close to him. Can I mount this gun using a free action?
He is currently mounting it.
Oh, okay. Coo. Yeah.
Cuckoo.
So one on pass.
Choo-choo.
Okay. That will be then Sonic Serenade.
All right. Did anybody care if I spend a story point to act as if I'm not defeated?
Go for it.
That was going to be my suggestion.
How many story points
Yes.
do we have left after that?
Wait, after
3.
that, 3.
I believe you have 4 currently.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Don't want you to be
3
defeated.
next.
So yeah,
Trying to get to you as fast as I can.
weekly reach into her bag and just drink that potion.
Sonic.
2 health back. Dun dun dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
Just a heads up that is a standard action
Yeah, I figured. Yeah.
for the consuming of the potion.
Standard action for not being defeated. I like that.
I'm here for it.
And this
Yeah.
is this like an active field that I can see, or?
It seems to be intended to keep things out.
Okay. All right. And I will not try to go in. I will.
And you could like push the foot soldier closer and see what happens.
Can you just kick him into it?
Yeah.
Is that
Like nudge nudge.
is it a free action just to nudge him into the force field?
Nudge,
I'll
nudge.
go with yes. You're not like you're just interacting with him.
Yeah. Just
He's not
push.
He's not alive. As he gets closer, the field weakens. Clearly, they're keyed to the golems themselves.
Uh-huh. Interesting.
Some sort of advanced magic.
That's
Did
weird.
we just have the
but
same idea, influencer Michael?
I do believe so. If you're thinking, well, our armor's made out of them.
Yep.
Well, let's see what happens. You said one of these is still active, fighting the other one. Which one is?
One of them was.
Okay.
Now all 4 of them are on the floor.
All right.
The last one to have been standing has now got a red glowing knife buried in its chest.
No. I wanted to question him.
and you see this same figure standing over it. As you enter, it looks over at you and just says, Bah-weep-Graaaaagnah, wheep bong.
It won't let me in the room.
And as it speaks, you feel relief wash over you. You don't understand the words. It doesn't translate. But it feels like a greeting. It feels friendly. Without malice.
Bah-weep-Graaaaagnah, wheep-bong?
Even as this 7-foot-tall golem has a laser pistol in one hand and another knife in the other, you don't sense that it means you any harm.
I can't actually enter the room. It won't let me.
Oh,
Force
Yeah.
buildings. I had this issue before.
one moment. Let me see if this will let me. We might have to. You know what? Now you can.
Alright. And then,
Mostly because I put you in there.
yeah, I'm getting around the corner away from the triangles. Ow. That's my turn. I'm alive.
Which will take us to the Seekers, who are currently in the sky fighting against the Wonderbolts. And then to Kelsey Kaboom.
Awesome. I'm going to take my drill and ram it into the back of his neck after I accidentally shut down the thing. Okay.
It will be a 14 to hit it.
Okay. Let's see.
And I will give you an upshift for attacking from above.
Sweet. And this is finesse, so I have an upshift. Awesome sauce.
And don't forget your upshift from your clone.
Yep. Thank you for reminding me. 2 upshifts.
Which also is a thing I didn't think I'd be saying.
Fudge!
Oh no.
I'm not rolling on Foundry anymore.
Fudge Ripple.
Foundry has
Foundry
been known to be a bully. I actually had a lot of trouble with Foundry playing several.
Any movement? Or are you staying?
Oh, after I do that, I am getting the heck out of there. Let's see how far can I go.
Getting out of dodge.
Getting out of dodge. I'm like, oh, that didn't work. Nope. I'm about there. Should be about 30 feet. I'm like, no.
Question: does moving away from an enemy give reduced movement, like in
It
Power
does
Rangers and whatnot?
above 5 foot. Yeah.
So should I go back 1 spot?
Basically
one
it halves your movement. Oh, would it only be 1 spot?
Yeah, it doesn't
yeah.
half
It was
your movement.
half.
Essentially, it costs an extra foot of movement per. You treat it as rough terrain, so essentially it doubles the movement to get away from it. So that first 5 foot would cost 10 foot.
Oh yeah, but then once you're out of the range, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool.
There's a lengthier, like a paragraph, but that's essentially what it boils down to. True blue.
I did some good over here. You know what? I'm feeling very chaos gremlin-y. Okay, these machines here are like on the map. Can I blow that one? Can I blow the one next to Kevin up?
That's a cannon.
It's a cannon. Can I blow it up?
You can blow the
I
one
feel like it's a
next
bad
to Kevin up.
I mean, I wanted to try and use it, but
You might also blow Kevin up, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
I
you
mean,
may blow up Kevin with
I
it.
personally am
But it's
not
your choice.
saying that. But
You're not saying it. We are. But pigeon.
may
I
blow-
can't make that noise right now.
you may blow Kevin up.
Fine.
Only a little bit. You know, does he need, like, both of his eyebrows?
He does not do it.
Does Kevin have messy eyebrows?
Not yet.
Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna.
I will say he would
go
very
ahead.
much like to try and shoot this cannon, though.
Okay, fine. I'm just gonna take this foot soldier guy out.
It is
Hold on, let me target this guy.
14.
Is this guy
to
dead?
hit him. Nope, that foot soldier's
Okay,
still standing.
Alright. Alright. Let's go! Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright. I'm out of juice! The horn blinks and doesn't have any magic come out of it, and it's really sad.
It's suffering from the downshifts of its previous attacks. It's just like, no, I'm too tired.
Yeah.
The foot soldier then moves in closer towards Combustion Kevin and is going to attack with the drill on its arm. It makes very familiar noises of bzz, bzz. I don't think it's got 15. Does it hit?
Against my evasion, it misses.
Close.
16 for my evasion.
Combustion Kevin unfortunately ducks out of the way, which does bring him to your turn.
Excellent. I'ma thwack him. Really hard.
Away.
Crack it.
Ooh, I got a critical 16.
That is a
10
hit.
and a 6. Smack him on the head with the wrench.
Is that it? That's your word picture?
Yeah.
I smack him on the head with a wrench.
Oh, is he dead?
You got crit.
Oh, is he
It's
dead?
definitely dead. It's dead.
Oh, cool. Kev will, aim up, and he'll, swing the wrench back, and, give it a little... and his head just... just watches it go in the distance. And then, can I mount the cannon?
That would be a move action, so you can indeed.
I will mount the cannon.
Okay.
Can I operate the cannon? Obviously not in this turn, but can I tell if I'm able to operate it?
You can make a technology roll. The difficulty will be a 20.
Awesome.
You have a
Upshift from my
upshift.
dude. I get to... yeah?
Yeah.
No, I don't, because that's for research. I do... With this class as theoretical technologies?
I would say no, because you're literally sitting in it. It is not theoretical.
What are you at right now?
I'm at a D8.
On another upshift.
Yes.
Wait, doesn't attack count as a skill action? Does count as a skill thing? Skill roll.
Yeah. You're rolling a skill to attack, so yeah, I would think so.
Did Matthew freeze?
I'm not
No.
sure of your question. Why? What's the...
Okay. So my ability for generosity of spirit allows me to grant somebody an upshift on a skill roll. But if I use it, I get a downshift on my next skill check.
Yes.
So I was wondering if
an attack is a skill check.
All right, then I'm not going to use it. Sorry, Michael. You're at
Okay.
a D8. You're good. I believe in you.
How generous of you.
Don't believe in me too much. I rolled a 9.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
you do not share the same physical makeup as the
Physiology.
same things that operate this. You can't work out how to do this. You don't have these things.
Just pick up the corpse of the transformer and load it on it, and then use the transformer to steer.
I'm not touching that. Sonic Serenade, it is your turn.
Sweet. Alright. Yeah, I want to zippity doo right out here to this guy and hit him with a hammer. But I can't. God, stupid wall.
1 sec.
Yep.
There you go.
Damn. I would like to spend another story point.
I'm all for that.
Hey.
Wow. Man.
Jesus.
Hey!
That's
What?
better. That's how you hit something.
Natural 20.
Worth it.
What?
Not a
2
crit.
once.
Still awesome.
Not a crit, but still awesome.
So,
Thanks, you owe me a soda.
paint me the word picture as you hammer this thing to the ground. Has it
Yeah.
has already taken damage from the Wonderbolt?
Heck yeah. So, zooming out of the doorway, she looks at this guy and she's like, eh? Just motioning for, like, let's go? And just, just to wind up, just zooms in with a hammer and home runs this guy into the water. Just splash down.
For
You look a little dried out.
Terrible. But I'll take it. The Lone Seeker turns and, having studied at the Starscream School of Combat, can we all see where this is coming? Or going?
Yep.
Yeah.
Having studied at the Starscream School of Combat, the Lone Seeker flees the battlefield. Which brings us to Kelsey Kaboom's turn.
All right. So after flying away from the foot soldier, after the drill didn't work, she comes over here and she swishes around and she aims the laser at this guy and she's going to take a shot. So that is an upshift for laser. That is an upshift for my assistant, my lovely shadow assistant. I'm going to call it so many different names.
Call it Bob.
So- Call it Bob.
Don't call it Tim.
That
You gotta
is
say it like
Bob.
16 to hit.
That is a hit. Now paint me
Yes.
a word picture.
So like she swings around, she aims, she's paused
oh,
for some fires.
Sabina,
Oh,
you have
froze.
frozen.
That was awful timing.
No! Am I back?
Right, start from the beginning
You're back.
and paint us
'Cause we-
the word picture again.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure I was back. Okay. So she dashes over and she swings around and she aims the laser and she just kind of glares at it. She goes, and then she says something clever, something that I can't, something that ponies don't say. And then she pulls the trigger and it hits like the center of the chest, and it just like somehow like she knew where it was from the research with Kevin and what that it hits the core and it just explodes and she just goes kaboom.
And from her bag, Sonic pulls out like a scorecard with a 10 on it.
All tens.
All tens. And then I walk away as the explosion comes back.
You don't look at the explosion, you just
I
turn
don't
around
look at
and
the
walk
explosion,
away.
I just turn around and walk away.
Cool guys don't look at
From-
explosions.
From out of the building, the other golem walks out. It doesn't bear the same symbol as the others you had fought. This one is more blocky and red. It also looks more worn down. All of these robots you've fought look new, almost like they've just come off the factory floor. Like someone's only just made them. This thing looks old.
Can
Old beyond comprehension.
I don't know about that. Beyond comprehension? Bet. Can I use my translator charm to attempt to comprehend this thing? Cool. Please hold
You can indeed.
Please hold while I make this check.
Are we out of initiative now?
You are currently out of initiative, yes.
So our
Combat has
duplicates
ended.
So our duplicates disappear, correct?
No,
Because the
no.
scene is over.
Is the scene the combat is over? Is the scene over technically?
The scene is over, yes.
Kevin will
Cool.
start while everything's going on. Kevin is compiling all of the bodies of the Decepticons.
So what I would like to
And of
do
course, yes.
cast from my special translator charm on my necklace and see if it works. Difficulty 10, let's go. Did it work? It didn't. Did it roll for me? Oh no, I did it wrong. Let me try that again. Why is it all rolling for me? Oh, did it? Okay,
It has this time. You got a 14.
sweet. So I will. It has
You hear him
the effect
at first just
of the spell Common Ground. So we learn each other's languages, like our main language.
it takes a second at first while you're casting the spell. You're not understanding the first few things he's saying as you're casting the spell. So you're sort of coming mid-sentence. And the first thing you hear is Decepticon scum. Why, if I had energon for every one of these things I've had to take down over the millennia. Well, I wouldn't be fighting them.
You hear True Blue speak in the same language as this golem. And she says to them, they're not your friends, and she points at the corpses.
Well,
Friends.
Kevin's just stacking them up.
Listen here, child. I've been fighting these things longer than your... Well, probably longer than your civilization's been using paper. And he has a real grandparent air to him.
I just wanted to make sure. They kidnapped the ponies, and wherever the Wonderbolts are, she just kind of gestures up. She assumes that they're still flying around. And I think what she'll say is, she'll gesture to her friends and herself, and she'll say, we're friends. We fight them too. And she points at the corpses again.
What's happening right now? Blue, what are you doing?
He pauses for a few moments whilst you explain.
Mm-hmm.
And once you have explained to the others what's been going on, when he talks again, all of you understand his words.
I did a spell so that they can understand pony language too, and they can speak it. It's magic.
I don't know about magic,
right.
I would
but
expect nothing
we
less
just
from you.
tend to use technology.
Technology?
I like technology.
I also like technology.
Oh, I can tell you too a story or two. If you want to sit down
Tell
here,
us
we can
everything.
just... Well,
Is it?
we'll just sit
Well, is
by
it
the
safe here?
battlefield with victors,
I mean-
and victors, as victors, we can tell a nice story. I am Cup. That's Cup with a K, and I come in
Yeah.
peace.
We have a friend
Hi,
with
Cup.
the name Cup.
I'm Kevin. Kevin with a K.
I
I'm Kelsey
am
with a
an
K.
Autobot.
High five.
I would like to ask, in my attempt to make friends, did I do the kindness is magic? Do I get a
did
friendship
indeed.
point for this?
You did indeed get a friendship point.
Cool.
I'm Sonic Serenade, not with a K.
I'm gonna trot over to Sonic and I'm going to be like, "You okay?
Yeah. That
I saw you go down. You went
That
down like really bad.
yeah, I'm okay. That purple drink did the job.
Here, I'm gonna offer her my other one.
I can fix that. Don't worry about it. Save that.
Yeah.
Kelsey.
Save that.
I'm gonna trot over to Sonic and be like, "Don't worry, buddy. You're okay." And I'm gonna use my persuasion, my empathy skill with persuasion to heal Sonic. And then I'm gonna roll that with an upshift because it's for my cutie mark. Never thought I would say that.
I was trying to get a story point for you for being generous here, but no.
Look, I didn't get to get a story point for being kind last week, so this is my thing.
I have gotten us no story points, and I've kind of been being mean, so I thought I'd try to be nice.
Upshift. So one upshift for my cutie mark, Matt?
Yep. As you watch,
Get it.
Jeez, that'll do it.
Cup
Yes.
moves towards a small pile of the blue stones you'd seen them mining, nudges them with his foot until he finds the most beautiful, shiny of the stones, picks it up, having stowed his pistol, and then throws it in his mouth.
Question. Would the ponies have
Dragon.
seen this before, but we think it's something else?
Nope. You
So that
definitely
we
wouldn't
had
ever-
no idea this
No,
resource was
you
here
don't
at
go
all.
in the Everfree Forest. You've seen them mining it.
I mean, I wasn't sure if it was like a resource that was abundantly known about, but we don't know that it's what it is. It's something we use for magic and things. And
Nope. Although,
Cool.
given the location, it appears to have been under the castle of Two Sisters,
Mm.
which in of itself is problematic. But yes, Cup just sits there and chews on this cube that you've seen him pick up. And as he does, he turns to look at the four of you and says, "It's not the best energon I've ever had, but it's not the worst either. There was that one time, long campaign, was fighting for 4 cycles, and starving I was. We were down to eating scraps. Was it 4? Maybe 5. I don't know. But
excuse me, Mr. Cup. What's energon and what's a cycle?
Yes. I
And
have
are
the same
you
question.
eating gems like that?
do I
Yeah,
look
dragons.
part dragon to you?
I mean, no, but you're eating
Cybertronian.
gems.
I'm an Autobot.
Cyber
A
the what?
cyber what's a cyber what now?
Cybertronian.
Cybertonian.
We come from
Cybertronian.
Cybertron.
Is that what you guys are? So and you're here for the rocks?
Well,
Rocks.
mostly I'm here to stop them. Although them is a lot more them than there is me.
You?
So,
Is it just you? Are you the only one that came for
Well,
from your?
you know, Cup's
Are there more
pretty good
auto
at
what you
putting out
call
fires.
We
Although
put out fires the other day.
This
Well,
is
that
a
was a
big
week ago.
fire.
I mean, a month ago.
Yeah, there's a lot of
I
fire.
have sent a message out hoping for some help. That Devastator, he's going to be a tough nut to crack.
Is that the big one?
We can help.
Oh, yeah, you've seen him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Briefly, unfortunately.
really big.
Have you seen him when he's not him, but he is them?
Them?
No.
Them.
What?
What do you mean them?
Well, he becomes many. 6, to be exact.
How is that possible?
We're not like you.
Technology.
You don't
No,
say.
we're all
Teach us some things if these guys are here coming, like maybe we can ally up. Enemy of my enemy is my friend and all of that.
Well,
friends. Yes, we like friends.
I suppose
I mean,
it's not the first time I've fought with indigenous life forms. Although loosely, they've got more than, you know. And he looks a bit closer at Combustion Kevin. He sort of Are you wearing a Decepticon?
Yes.
Sort of.
But I thought it would be a good idea if we were going to be maybe seeing these things and potentially fighting them again to maybe armor up a little bit. And what's better to defend against their weapons than them?
And
What
that
we're dealing with. Mm.
is where we are going to end tonight's session.
Without his answer. This is great.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. I mean, I can't see that he'd be mad about us wearing a Decepticon. At least it's not an Autobot.
I mean, true, but we still stripped the body of a robot.
I
Decided
plan to
wear
do
it
it some more. We have however many bodies. I'm also going to rip apart these guns and this base that they've got to see what we can make and find out.
I mean, if
They
you
do
want
it
to hang
too.
around in the mine and do that, that's your prerogative.
I'm not going to. Bye.
Yeah.
I mean, could we establish a
I'm
base
at half
where
my
this
health right
is?
now. Bye.
In the mine.
Because we've defeated all the enemies here. Could we take over this base
the
of
mine.
operation?
Where there's hundreds more Decepticons.
Yeah, this is only
Yeah,
one
that's
part of the mine.
good point.
And
Only a tiny part of it.
Yeah.
I was just thinking
Boy.
big cannons.
We can defeat them with the power of friendship and this laser cannon.
And cannons.
That I found.
One will be slightly more effective than the other.
That's
Friendship,
fine.
right?
Everlasting words of Helsing Abridged.
We're going to start with peer pressured Michael this week. Favourite scene
Oh.
for Sonic Serenade and favourite scene for another character, please.
It's a whole lot of fighting. I don't know.
There's a lot of fighting.
This is the
It's
most cursed My Little Pony game ever.
I think you're just zooming around trying to just distracting the triangles. Doing my job, being weird, licking things.
Licking things.
Somebody else? I don't know.
How about a scene for another
Somebody
player?
else. Yeah. Probably the Bah-weep-Graaaaagnah. Yeah. Just running into the room. We'll use you as the other player this time. You get one. Just huh?
Cup.
Yeah.
And Kelsey
Next.
Kaboom.
Oh, hi. For another player, anytime Kevin thwacks something with a hammer, I mean, not the hammer, the
wrench.
wrench. I was thoroughly impressed because he KO'd like the majority of the robots of the Decepticons.
Only because
So,
True Blue had like laser beamed them all before I got to hit them. So
I mean,
half
you
the
got
work
at least,
was.
you got at least two. Like right
I
off the
critted
bat.
one. I
Yeah.
critted one, but the other two, Anna had already hit.
Yeah.
It was a team effort.
I just enjoy picturing you thwacking things with. Oh, the part where you undid the guy's head with all the screws. That was good. For myself,
Speed technician.
My angry Kelsey going all laser.
Imagine
much what I
Kevin
got.
like a pit crew dude for the F1.
But removing
Yup,
Decepticon
yup.
heads. And True Blue.
I am a big fan of the pony violence that was happening today. I got to use my energy beam very generously and liberally to hit Decepticons. It was great. How many screws did Kevin unscrew in like 6 seconds? That was great. Sonic being like, I'm gonna lick the guy and then run away.
I'm going to lick that
Is licking a
Decepticon.
free action? Is licking a free action? Yeah, that's great. Everyone was great.
Is licking a free action? Is back up on the stream. Nobody needs to see me.
Yep.
They can just see the ultimate question. Is licking a free action?
Yeah.
If that leaks into their actual game, I'm gonna laugh so hard.
This is canon.
It is the most important pony philosophical question.
Yep, it's licking a free action.
Combustion Kevin. Same questions to you.
My favourite moment of the entire stream, I'm going to add an extra one to what you asked, was Bah-weep-Graaaaagnah, Weep Ninny Bomb, because yes. Favourite moment for Kev was probably Pit Crew Kev. That was probably the best
Pit Crew
moment.
Pete.
Yeah, I was gonna. Yeah, Pete's forever in my mind. And favorite moment for another player definitely had to be Sonic Serenade licking the Seeker in the face.
Stop.
I imagine it like the goat. Just many slobbers and off you go.
At some point, I will lick Cup.
I don't know if
Well, he's not looking, just slowly.
I'm not sure if Cup would be offended or not. Cup has lived a long life. Whether he has been licked before or not,
Sure, it's not his first licking. Yeah.
is a good question. Yeah.
He's been around the Dinobots a lot, so I'm sure one of them has licked him at some point.
Just a Dinobot randomly. Just going to turn it off for a moment.
Ah, there we go.
Sorry, my
Yeah, my
my
internet cut out.
my air
Are we off?
conditioning started making funky noises. Sorry, guys.
Are we offline?
Having just watched the Goat
Or are we
Yoga
still online?
episode.
Yeah.
That was so long ago.
Oh, goat yoga.
Killian was saying that they were watching episode 11 or something, and I was like, oh, damn.
Are we offline?
We are
Are we
still
actually-
online at the moment.
Oh, hi.
I would just like to say thank you very much to everybody for watching the strange shenanigans of Pony Team 5/4. We will be back next week for the final part of Pony Team 5.
He says final
Wow.
part.
It is the final part of Pony Team 5, at least for now.
For
Who knows
now.
what might happen in the future.
I will fight for ponies to be back. So ponies must come back.
Pony.
I'm
And
weak.
I'm gonna do a poll, see what's popular with the audience.
I'm weak.
Whenever someone can't make it, Pony Day.
It will happen.
Ponies.
I'm weak. I know it. But yeah, thank you very much, everybody, for watching. We will be back next week, same time, same place, same ponies, with Jay having returned.
Okay.
Yay.
Bah-weep-Graaaaagnah, Weep Ninny Bong.
Bah-weep-Graaaaagnah, Weep Ninny Bong.
May
Not
the
even gonna
pony
try to
protect
say it.
May
May the
the
May
pony
the pony protect you. Yes.